Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Look what I got. Yeah, airmail from Canada. I get mail from Canada from Tyler. Tyler is the creative yarn dyeing genius behind Arcane Fiberworks. I personally just discovered his artistic talents and everything, and for that matter, when I first ordered my first yarn, had no idea if Tyler was male, female, or who was dyeing the yarn, but I've since discovered absolutely gorgeous. I swear, the first few times that I kept seeing those ads on Facebook, I thought it was AI generated pictures because, hello, they're gorgeous. And I really thought that they were just that, you know how everything's AI now? And I took a chance and I ordered. Okay, it was definitely not taking a chance. It is amazing, right? So those are some of the inspiration photos, the swatched up, and then there's the 4 weights of yarn that he dyes. So he puts that on there so you can see. I personally like the fingering weight yarn, but some people like the chunky weight, and you can see how the different weights of yarn take the dye. Amazing. He's also got things written in there on what other colors might or might not go with that yarn that you choose. And sometimes we need that concierge service. The color I just showed you is Autumn Retreat. Brand new color, so I know that's not in this bag because it wasn't available when this was. Although my husband was looking at it pretty hot and heavy. Oh, when did we order this? I say we like I ordered it. I didn't order it. My husband did. I swear that man has more of an addiction to Arcane Fiberworks than I do, and that's saying something. So for my birthday, he ordered this. Yes, he did. This is Phoenix Rising, and it's stunning. Fingering weight, of course, Phoenix Rising. And I ain't afraid of no ghost. Oh my gosh, that goes really well with what I have on. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So commented, because he got 5 of these. And truthfully, I think 6 would work for a sweater for him. He got it for me, that's what he says. But I still wanted to have a contrasting color. I mean, oh my gosh, is that gorgeous? He said this would be more for me with my fiery colors, and he likes the wild plum, which we got for me also. The wild plum is gorgeous. That's downstairs right now. I don't have that one to show you in person. Stunning. But those he ordered on the 6th of August. Hello, we're still in the month of August. Okay. And as soon as we got that, and I opened it, because that's what he got me for my birthday, I commented I needed more charcoal yarn because I don't have any more. I used all the charcoal and fingering weight that I had on my sweater, my Busy Bee sweater, which I used 4 skeins of Arcane Fiberworks on. So I used all of it. So he gets on. That's what this order is. No, it's not all charcoal. It's not all charcoal. So he gets on and he's like, all right. And before I can say anything, he's like, ha ha ha. And he puts more yarn in the cart and clicks the button. That man has no problems pushing the button. Me, I will keep a cart back and forth. I'll add things, I'll take things away, I'll walk away. I won't order, but I'll have fun searching through and decide, and that's regardless of the yarn company, okay? Has nothing to do with Arcane Fiberworks, regardless of the yarn company. I do that on all of them because I don't have enough room in this house for every time I fill up a yarn cart, right? If I actually push the button, it's just not happening. So he is not that way. He just started giggling. I mean, if it was like a puppy dog, if you wagging his tail, you gave him a treat. I swear it is the funniest thing. So he doesn't remember what he threw in the bag. He just did it and pressed the button. And then, like I said, after the fact, when he was looking, because he was looking at the shipping, he's like, hey, your yarn order is almost here. And then look at this one. I mean, this right here. Oh my goodness. I know that one is not in the bag either because it's a new color after this was ordered. Do you see why we have so much Arcane Fiberworks? I'm just saying, whether it's Tyler that comes up with the colors, his wife, his employees, I don't know, but there is a creative genius behind this company, and the marketing and the talent is just gorgeous. So this one's called I Cast a Spell on You. And we know I personally love those goldens, the autumn colors, things like that. Oh my gosh, that right there, it just speaks to me. So those are stunning. One of them that I looked at, and I'm like, ooh, Gone Country. You know, that has me all over it. And I do know he didn't get that. He's like, no, that's the color you gravitate towards for everything. You think? Really? You think? So I know he didn't get that one, but I mean, I'm still drooling over it. But he's not wrong. I have quite a few yellow, golden type based skeins of yarn that I have from Arcane Fiberworks, to include my Busy Bee sweater, which was, you know, hello, Golden's Busy Bee, got the gold, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, so I have a color palette. What can I say? So I know he didn't get that, but pretty sure he got an autumn colorway. Yeah, and charcoal. Should we see? Should we see what's in here? I want to know. Oh, I love this. Yep, like I said, the two I do know about are the charcoal. And that's what, I just wanted to get 2 charcoal to go with the others. Do I need 2 necessarily? No, I needed 1. But for the United States shipments, Tyler, for if you get 2 or more skeins, ships for free. Hello, can't beat that. So all I was, oh my gosh, all I was going for is just these. This is the semi-solid. It's charcoal. It's an 80-20 merino nylon superwash. Okay, so you've got 80% the superwash merino and then 20% nylon, 437 yards. It's 400 meters for 100 grams fingering weight yarn. It is stunning. Now, I'll probably be knitting something with it, but I'm not sure. And the reason I say that, well, because you can do anything with your yarn you want to, for that matter. But Lynanne from Nina's Knots and Crochet is making a shawl, and the main color is this, is the Arcane Fiberworks charcoal. So she's crocheting it, and she's doing it as a combination crochet along with some of the yarn that Jackie hand dyed, or had hand dyed with the Pac-Man colors, and Jackie's Crochet ADHD. So she's got this, and it's like a throwback from the 80s. So it's got this gorgeous charcoal, which is a fantastic semi-solid, you know, so it's not such a solid color that is harsh on the eyes, but you get all the subtle variations and everything. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So she's crocheting this wonderful shawl. So if you want to see how that looks, definitely go check her channel out because it's gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can't do. I'm just saying. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at that. Rusty orange. Lala, you know you want some. Lala is Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and she has a fondness for orange like I have a fondness for orange. So yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. So this is called the Rusty Orange. Same stats, same everything else. So most likely 1 skein of contrast, and the rest is probably going to be some gorgeous, stunning variegated of some sort. Oh, this is Autumn Trails. Look at that. Let me see. Am I right? Is it all Autumn Trails? Yep. So look at this. I have 4 Autumn Trails. Oh, that is beautiful. And then this. Wow. That's stunning. That is really pretty. And you know, I've got some other Arcane Fiberworks. I like this. Well, I like all of them. They're gorgeous. I don't know. I mean, you know, obviously, when you look at Tyler's site and he says what things could go well with and everything, this definitely matches. But I think I'd want a different contrast. It's gorgeous. This is stunning. And I know I've got a lot of other colors. I think I would mix these with some of the other colors that I have. That is beautiful. This is giving me all the pumpkin spice vibes, the fall, the, you know, just the crisp leaves, just, you know, all of that wonderful stuff. That's what this is doing. And I've got this gorgeous charcoal. And then look, oh, wait, we have to see why I got the charcoal, you know, besides the words that I said. Look at that. Yes. Yes, please. So this one right here, he has multiple colors, obviously. So this is the Burning Desire, and it has the little black specks in it. And the other color that I had, let's see, do I have it right here? I moved it. The other color that I had was the, well, this is Phoenix Rising. The other one was Burning Desire, and that one had more black striping in it. This one has just a little bit of the black speckles, and that with this, oh my gosh, that is going to be amazing, and that's what I was looking for. And if I didn't want to do that, we know I want to do that, but if I didn't want to do that, well, that's okay, I'll just get more charcoal. Look at this. Hello, isn't that amazing? And we know I made a full long sleeve sweater for myself using 4 skeins of yarn. Now I used all of the yellow and all but 8 grams of the blacks. I mean, I used all the yarn. I got long arms. Look at that. Look at that. Now my husband had asked me previously, what would I do? Would I make a sweater with this? Why not? Look at that. I wasn't thinking of it, but man, with that charcoal, I think I need more charcoal. Yeah, I'm gonna need, maybe not right now because it does take a little while to work through this stuff. I'm gonna need more charcoal. This is just such a good base color. I'm gonna need more charcoal, no doubt. Look at that. That is stunning. And then these, yeah, with the other colors that I have some other goldens and stuff. I think I would put this with it. I am so loving his just these kettle, not kettle, I don't think that's the right word. They're just the just different variations. I mean, it's not like super drastic, but it's not a solid, like let's see, you know, like if you just get your commercial, well, I have all the prettier colors, but just the typical commercial dye that's very solid, very matte, very one color. There's so many variations and just variegations, and it's all in the same, but it's more. Yeah, I'm not doing a real good job, but I think you know what I'm saying. It's just more. And of course we know I love this. It's just everything. This is just stunning. Which, it's really funny. This one calls to me more than the variegated, which is weird. But it's such a saturated, I mean, they're both gorgeous. I'm gonna use them. Yeah, and I've got a lot to play with. This is fun. I think this is gonna be mixed with some of my other stuff. This maybe. I have some, I think I've got chestnut brown, and I might have coffee as another couple of the semi colors and everything that goes with some of the other things that I have. I know as another semi solid, I have the wine time, which is just such a beautiful accoutrement and everything. It just matches so well with wild onion. Those are some of the color names, by the way. Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I have them all laid out on a desk downstairs in the basement in my overflow room where I sometimes film, where I have my mannequin when I'm trying to do a top or something like that, and I film that. That's where that is. And right now it is all on the table. And yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed to say how much I have. Yeah, I evidently, this has been a latest obsession, no doubt about it. And again, I think my husband has more of an obsession than I do, since all of this he got for my birthday. He did. This was all for my birthday. And when I mentioned, wanting that complement color to go with this, I mean, it goes with either one, just the 2 skeins of charcoal, that spurred on the second order. I'm not complaining. No, I am not complaining at all. I mean, I am not one bit upset. I mean, now I'm just thinking, because this was 100% why I wanted the charcoal. But holy cow, can we see this? Maybe it's because I have all the green on. I mean, not that the green doesn't go with this. I mean, holy cow. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so pretty. That is so pretty. But this, maybe it's because I'm seeing in the camera and it just kind of matches what I have on. What do you think? I mean, am I just crazy? We know I like this color, so why am I like gravitated to this? It has to be because of what I'm wearing. It has to be. They say you gravitate towards the color that you're wearing at any given time. So check that out. If you have the luxury of having a local yarn store around you, and you go visit it and everything, I'm not saying you have to buy anything. We're not going there. That's up to you. That's between you and your wallet. That's not my business. But if you go and you pick up all the different skeins and you like lust after them, because that's what we do, and you hold it in your hands and lovingly look at it, and you're just dreaming of what it'll be one day, take note of the colors you pick up and look at what you're wearing that day. And it's really, really interesting, because I love my autumn colors, so these are definite, right? but I'm wearing this green and this is just screaming. And then what was it the other day? I had on the blues and, you know, and then I had all the blue accessories and things like that. I'm like, there's some truth to that. There is. It was a previous yarn store owner that pointed that out to me, and I didn't believe her. I really didn't. I mean, you know, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I like my colors. Has nothing to do with what I'm wearing that day. I do wear a lot of different colors. And I did notice that after the fact that I get the autumn colors. I really do. But on the days that I'm wearing purple, I'm definitely picking up more purple. The blues are more of a newer to me. You know, I like them, but I mean, that one's not my like mainstay of everything. And I've been definitely picking up more blues. I even have a slate blue sweater on the needles. And that day I was wearing an outfit that very much complemented that skein of yarn and that particular sweater choice. So I don't know. I think there's a 100% truth to that. You learn something new every day, right? I mean, there you go. That's what we know from marketing. And let's see. When we've got this and we've got this, we know, look at this. We know these are the colors that I'm liking. We know that, right? Look at what I'm wearing. I mean, this is just, that's just me in a nutshell right there. But yeah. So what should I work with first? I had this up here and I was ready to wind one of them and I just didn't move my winder out. It's kind of set up most of the time, but my room is cluttered. It's a little well packed, okay? It's a little cluttered. It needs to be organized, straightened, whatever. I'd rather just play with my stuff as opposed to cleaning it and putting it away, but that's just me. I don't show the floor and everything else, so there you go. There's that. But I had this up here and ready to wind it, and I'm like, well, hold off, wait, because why am I saying hold off, wait? I didn't hold off and wait. My husband told me to hold off and wait until I got this stuff before I started anything. And by golly, I just went ahead and started a cardigan, you know, and then what are we talking about? Hold off and wait and not wind this. Then I just started another blanket. And what are we talking about? Hold off and wait. And then I started and finished this thing. I mean, I don't follow rules too well. Not with crafting. There are things I follow rules for, but with my crafting, it's whatever I want to do, right? Yeah. In life, we should follow certain rules. There's others we don't have to. Crafting is one where I don't have to. If I make a mistake, which I do because I'm human, and I have to rip it out, oh well, it might make me sad, but hopefully I've learned something and I'll move on. I'll probably make a mistake again later, but that's okay. But you know, nothing bad's gonna happen. You know what I'm getting? Some rules, when you break them, bad things can really happen. You know, I break a rule in my crocheting or knitting, I might have to redo it. I might, you know, waste how much time? Oh, okay, so, you know, it's not too bad. And is it really wasted? Because you think about it, even if you change your mind on a project and you decide, I don't love it anymore, and you decide to rip it out, does that diminish all the time that you took to pick out the yarn? Because, you know, we liked our yarn hunt. I liked my yarn hunt, right? All the time that you took to hunt down that perfect skein of yarn, whether it was in your stash or you went and bought it specifically for that project, doesn't matter. That's still a hunt. You know, it doesn't take away that joy. You still had that. It doesn't, like, you don't get to go in the past and say, now that's a negative. You know, and then when you started it, whether you're knitting or you're crocheting, you know, you just started your chain stitches, you started casting on, however you do it, right? You know, and then you got how much progress before you decided, I don't want to play anymore. You know, up until you decided you didn't want to play anymore, you enjoyed the project, you were having fun, you were making something, you were excited about it at one time. So even if you change your mind at the middle or right before the finish and you rip it all out, so what? You had all that joy playing with the yarn, picking it out, working with it, doing something exciting all the way up until that time. So why let that one final decision of I'm going to rip it all out or whatever ruin it? You know, you still had fun. You still enjoyed your craft. And that's the way I look at it. I really do. Is if I finish things, awesome. And I do finish some things. I really do. I don't finish everything. We know that. Some things take longer to finish than others because I like make a lot of things in between, like, oh, with this hat that was not planned. You know, that type of thing. Some things do jump in the way, whatever. But, you know, why feel guilty? You're having fun. You're creating. You've got something with your hands. You're busy as far as that goes. You know, you're working with the dexterity. eye-hand coordination. There's a lot of benefits that come from knitting and crocheting. There you go. So even if you change your mind about the final project, it doesn't destroy all the benefits, all the therapy. Because let's face it, if you've been around and you collect the yarn like I collect, it's therapy. It is, you know, for whatever it is. For that matter, if I'm in a down mood for whatever reason, because we all get that way. We just do. It doesn't have to be forever and it doesn't have to linger, but we all get that way. We get into this, I don't know, get up on the wrong side of the bed or something, right? You know, and he'll come over to me and he's like, touch your yarn. Because sometimes when you get like that, you're like, I don't even want to touch my yarn. Hello, that's the thing that'll make you feel better. What are you, weird? You know, and he'll bring me stuff going, just here, honey. Just touch the yarn. Just touch the yarn, right? And he's not wrong. He really isn't. He's not wrong. I'm like, okay, you know, and then sometimes I want to be a baby. Yeah. You know, I'm like, no, leave me alone, right? You know, he's just trying to help and he knows it'll work. And I know it'll work, and that's probably why I'm being a baby. But anyway, I can't be the only one that does that. And I guess you get to a certain point in your life, a certain age in your life, and you realize, you see patterns going, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I'll admit to that. We'll play that game. Give me the yarn. Give me the yarn. Yep. So anyway, that is it. My husband is my biggest fan, my biggest enabler, and he is absolutely amazing. He really is. So now I'm trying to figure out, what new thing do I start? I don't need to start anything else new for that matter, but I'm gonna, right? I can tell you I'm not gonna start anything for a week. That would probably spur me on. If I were to say that, look into the camera, there you go, I'm looking and I'm staring, right? Look straight into the camera with a straight face and say, I'm not starting anything for a week or else. I think within 30 minutes of turning off the camera, I would cast on something else. Whether I finished or not is not the point. I would do that. Because again, no rules with my crafting. So yeah, I'm not going to promise I won't start anything new, because it's going to happen. Would it be nice if I finished something in between? Yes. Yes, it would. Would it be easier if I maybe stopped making such large projects? Yes. Yes, it would. Am I going to stop starting large projects? No. No, I'm not. No. It just makes it more enjoyable when one of them gets done. I mean, last week I finished a Boggy Creek blanket. That's wonderful, right? I finished a hat and I finished the Boggy Creek blanket. That's pretty cool. Every time I finish a pair of socks, that's a big project. If you're not familiar, at least with my socks, it depends on how big you make them, you know, what size you're making. About 10,000 plus stitches from my oldest son. It's a lot more than that per sock. Per sock. So they might not look like a big project. I think they're a big project. I really do. That's just me. But yeah, am I going to stop making big projects and everything to get more done faster? No, no. What would be, you know, faster stuff? Making cute things like this. These are faster projects. Scrap sock yarn. Isn't that adorable? It's a little Christmas ornament. It is so cute. But these things, you can whip these up pretty quickly. Hey, look, I made a bunch of projects. This, if I want instant gratification, evidently I like torture. I like the big projects. I like the torture of it. Yeah, I could say I'm going to stop, but I'm not even going to lie to myself like that. It's not happening, because we know that's not true. Everything about the yarn, everything about the creation process, everything about finding that new thing. Like I said, the hunt for the yarn and the hunt for the pattern, they're both hunts. Let's put it that way, right? I mean, what was it? As women, we're you know, the hunters and gatherers. We're the gathering. I'm going to gather up the yarn. I'm going to gather up the patterns. We gather. Isn't that what we're doing? Right? Got to collect it. Got to gather it. Got to, you know, winter's coming. Winter's coming. And make things. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And I'm going to go play with my yarn, because I have this sitting in front of me and I'm going to go wind some stuff and play with it. Well, first I'm going to talk to hubby and ask him which one I should wind first, and then maybe listen to him. Maybe. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.